you can dump what you don't want. You know, it's often, we've been taught there's no solution to problems. Really? Or it's impossible. Oh, really? No cure. Oh, really? That's not true. That's not an absolute. Then it'd be true for everybody all the time, but it isn't. Well, those are exceptions to the rule. Who's making the rules? What rules? There's an exception to whose rule? How are they an exception? You want to be an exception to the rule. And you want to live beyond rules and laws in a sense that are just human-made, because there's natural law. And it's not like common law, and then it's kind of goofy things, those manufactured things, but there's, in a sense, there's law of nature. So like what's so cool for me about being in nature, I stand on a rock, I love rocks. Rocks are just great. And notice that the power of rocks, because they do have energy, and that where these rocks are lava rocks, and so then these lava rocks then obviously have come out of the volcano, which there's some pretty interesting stuff about this right now on the internet, in a sense, about forests and trees and volcanoes, and there's really cool stuff. Anyway, so there's something then about rocks, and there's also, like where I live, kind of out in this meadow, we've got a lot of ground squirrels. I'm telling you, they're something. Anyway, they want to destroy everything, not because they're really mean, but they just do this, and they take all your food and everything. Like I have a plum tree, I just watch them run up there, and they're taking all the plums, and they eat half of them, throw them on the ground, and the pretty soon you come, they're all gone. They're just, and you say, well, what are you going to do about these people? And it's like this sense that they have. So I go around and I take rocks and I put on the hole to maybe just frustrate them. So we're trying to like make it so they don't want to live around where we are. And to grow food, I have to grow it in a cage or in a greenhouse, because everything wants to eat the food. And then you learn how to do this. So anyway, this consciousness of, what may I say, that what we want to develop, in a sense, is our consciousness of fully being present as ourselves and living, in a sense, beyond law of the human. Not that we're not following these laws and these things, but we have to look at most of these laws are unnecessary, because when we're actually being who we really are as compassionate beings, we care for the welfare of all others. We're not there to exploit. We're not parasites. We're kind, we're compassionate, we're strong within ourselves. You know, we don't adulterate who we are. That means we don't weaken and blaspheme our true divine nature. And we also recognize that not everyone is like us. And you have to know the distinction and the difference, and to decide who you're going to serve. Mammon, materialism, or your source, your partner, your beloved source. Instead of being always concerned about conditions and reacting to everything going on around, which is every single moment of our nowness, we are being. And our work is to be constantly within ourselves, being, and not caught up in these great dualities. And how we do that and harmonizing is to get as close to nature and quiet as we possibly can, because that's what really self-honoring is, that you do the best for yourself. And the best for yourself would be to use this, whatever we're in, and we're in these bodies, to attain the greatest level of conscious awareness and knowingness and beingness of who you truly are, beyond the body, nationality, colors of bodies, situations, money, amount of money, resources, lack of resources, all of this, to get to the essence of the being of who you are. And from there we operate. And as we do that, guess what? You enjoy yourself. You're beloved. You're here. You're self-satisfied. And that's what we desire. Self-satisfaction. Isn't pride. Isn't false ego. Isn't competition. Isn't win or lose. That's local traffic. That's the diversion. Be right here. Breathe in. Nice rocks. Nature. Integrity. Spiritual integrity. Natural law. Witness it. Harmonize with natural law. Then there's no need to vote, because we all know